In a narration found in Jami' at-Tirmidhi, number 2344, the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, advised that if people truly trusted Allah, the Exalted, He would provide for them just like He provides for birds. They leave their nests hungry in the morning and return in the evening satisfied. Truly trusting in Allah, the Exalted, is something which is felt in the heart but is proven through the limbs, meaning, when one sincerely obeys Allah, the Exalted, by fulfilling His commands, refraining from His prohibitions, and by facing destiny with patience according to the traditions of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. Chapter 65 at Talaq, verse 3.
And whoever relies upon Allah, then He is sufficient for him.
The aspect of trust which is internal involves firmly believing that only Allah, the Exalted, can provide one with beneficial things and protect them from harmful things both in worldly and religious matters. A Muslim understands that the source of giving, withholding, harming or benefiting is none other than Allah, the Exalted. A Muslim truly believes that everything that occurs within their life, which Allah, the Exalted, alone decides, is best for everyone involved, even if this is not obvious to them and others. Chapter 2 Al-Baqarah, verse 216.
But perhaps you hate a thing and it is good for you, and perhaps you love a thing and it is bad for you. And Allah knows while you know not.
It is important to note that truly trusting in Allah, the Exalted, does not mean one should abandon using the means which Allah, the Exalted, has provided, such as medicine. As the main narration under discussion clearly mentions that the birds leave their nests actively searching for provision. When one uses the strength and means provided by Allah, the Exalted, according to the teachings of Islam, they are undoubtedly obeying and relying on Him. This is in fact the outward element of trusting in Allah, the Exalted. This has been made clear in many verses and narrations. Chapter 4 and Nisa, verse 71.
O you who have believed, take your precaution.
In reality, the outward activity is a tradition of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, and trusting Allah, the Exalted, inwardly is the inward state of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. One should not abandon the outward tradition, even if they possess the inward state of trust. Actions and using the means provided by Allah, the Exalted, is an aspect of trusting Him. In this respect, actions can be split into three categories. The first are those actions of obedience which Allah, the Exalted, commands Muslims to do so that they can obtain peace and success in both worlds. Abandoning these actions while claiming trust that Allah, the Exalted, will grant one peace and success is simply wishful thinking and has no value in Islam. The second type of actions are those means which Allah, the Exalted, has created in this world in order for people to live in it safely, such as eating when hungry, drinking when thirsty, and wearing warm clothes in cold weather. A person who abandons these and causes harm to themselves is blameworthy. However, there are some people who have been provided special strength by Allah, the Exalted, so that they can avoid these means without harming themselves. For example, the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, used to fast for days on end uninterrupted but forbade others from doing the same, as Allah, the Exalted, provided for him directly without the need for food. This is confirmed in a narration found in Sahih Bukhari, number 1922. The Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, prayed for the fourth rightly guided Caliph Ali bin Abu Talib, may Allah be pleased with him, so that he would not feel excess cold or heat. This is confirmed in a narration found in Sunan Ibn Majah, number 117. Therefore, if a person turns away from these means but is provided with the strength to endure without failing in their duties to Allah, the Exalted, and people, then it is acceptable, otherwise it is blameworthy. The third type of actions in respect to trusting in Allah, the Exalted, are those things which have been set as a customary practice, which Allah, the Exalted, sometimes breaks for certain people. An example of this are the people who become cured of illnesses without the need of medicine. This is quite common, especially in poorer countries where medicine is difficult to obtain. This is linked to a narration found in Sunan Ibn Majah, number 2144, which advises that no person will die until they utilize every ounce of their provision which was allocated to them, which according to another narration found in Sahih Muslim, number 6748, was over 50,000 years before Allah, the Exalted, created the heavens and the earth. So the one who truly realizes this narration might not seek provision actively, knowing that what was allocated to them so long ago cannot miss them. So for this person the customary means of obtaining provision, such as obtaining it through a job, is broken by Allah, the Exalted. This is a high and rare rank. Only the one who can behave in such a manner without complaining or panicking, nor expecting things from people, is free of blame if they choose this path. It is important to note that the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, has warned in a narration found in Sunan Abu Dawood, number 1692, that it is a sin for a person to fail in providing for their dependents, even though they may be on this high rank. Though it is important to note that using the means one has been granted, according to the teachings of Islam, is far better than abandoning them, as nothing is superior to the way of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. Chapter 3 Ali Imran, verse 31.
Say, Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, if you should love Allah then follow me, so Allah will love you and forgive you your sins.
Having real trust in Allah, the Exalted, leads to being content with destiny. Meaning, whatever Allah, the Exalted, chooses for one, they accept without complaint and without desiring things to change, as they firmly trust that Allah, the Exalted, only chooses the best for His servants. Chapter 2 Al-Baqarah, verse 216.
But perhaps you hate a thing and it is good for you, and perhaps you love a thing and it is bad for you. And Allah knows while you know not.
To conclude, it is best to follow the traditions of the Holy Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, by using the lawful means one has been granted according to the teachings of Islam, firmly believing they are from Allah, the Exalted, and trust internally that only what Allah, the Exalted, decides will occur, which is undoubtedly the best choice for each person involved, whether they observe and realize this or not. Over 400 free ebooks, audiobooks, infographics, podcasts and blogs available on our website, www.shaykhpod.com.